Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Carter. I work for Blue Tegu and write for atypicalvagabond.com. Today we are celebrating a small milestone for the channel. Today we have hit over 50 subscribers. It's not a whole lot, but at least it's a small milestone to hit, and it's all thanks to you all. And you know, if nobody's told you today that you're amazing, then let me be the first, because I think you are amazing. Thank you all for subscribing to the channel. It helps me out here in the algorithms. And today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about 5 of the best places to visit in the eastern provinces of Canada. So come join me. Canada is famous for its gorgeous and uninhabited landscapes. The views of the untouched natural environments are astonishing. Then there are the views of the Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights. You can see these views from sites such as Terra National Park. The Northern Lights will put on a fantastic show when the nights are clear and the landscape flat. Giant icebergs can be seen from shore or on a tourist boat. The famous location of Iceberg Alley is a renowned location near western Greenland. Glaciers float down this fantastic path. One of the most busy bays in the world is Fundy Bay. People can walk or paddle nearby fossils. Powerful tides will expose fossils and sometimes rise over 50 feet. Filled with famous attractions, Canada has awe-inspiring scenery that combines to make this country one of the most extraordinary places to live or visit in the world. When it comes to views, Canada is hard to beat. So here are the top 5 places to visit in eastern Canada. Signal Hill National Historic Site is a National Historic Site in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada. It is adjacent to Johnson Geocenter. The Johnson Geocenter is a geological interpretation center. Ladies Lookout is above Cabot Tower and the highest point. It is 167 meters high. One interesting tidbit is the first transatlantic wireless signal was received on December 12, 1901 from Italy. This location had strategic fortifications dating back to the 1700s. The reason for this strategy was because it overlooks the only entrance to the harbor, called the Narrows. In the former Battery Hotel, the Memorial University of Newfoundland and Labrador created a campus on the lower slopes and is now the Johnson Geocenter owner. The next place I'm going to highlight is Terra National Park. In 1957, Terra National Park was established as the first national park in Newfoundland and Labrador. The national park protects the Eastern Island Boreal Forest National Region. This region covers most of the island of Newfoundland east of Deer Lake and is characterized by black spruce trees with pockets of balsam fir, white pine, mountain ash, tamarack, maple, and other deciduous tree species. So if you're interested in visiting a unique forest that is a must-stop location in Canada, you definitely need to check out Terra National Park. The landscape is representative of the northeast coast of Newfoundland. This area of North America has remnants of the Appalachian Mountains. The mountains contribute to a varied and rugged topography. The park's seacoast consists of several rocky peninsulas. These rocky fingers extended to Bona Vista Bay. The coastline varies from cliffs to sheltered inlets and coves. If you're interested in boating, this is Newfoundland's prime recreational boating spot. When you explore inland areas, you will find rolling forested hills, exposed rock faces, bogs, ponds, and wetlands. The park protects wildlife. Wildlife ranges from small to large land mammals, migratory birds, and various marine life. Terra Nova also covers an area containing remnants of the Beothuk Nation and many initial pioneer European settlements. Next is the rooms. The building's name and its architecture reference the simple gable roof sheds that were called fishing rooms. These gable roof sheds were standard at the waterline and Newfoundland fishing villages. The rooms is a cultural facility that opened in 2005. It currently houses the Art Gallery of Newfoundland and Labrador, Provincial Museum of Newfoundland and Labrador, and the Provincial Archives of Newfoundland and Labrador. Overlooking the port city, this facility was constructed high up on a hill. Fort Townsend once occupied this historic location. As such, this location has a spectacular view. The facility has, since its construction, competed with its neighbor, the Basilica of St. John the Baptist, for bragging rights for the best view of St. John's skyline. The next most interesting thing to see in Eastern Canada is the Railway Coastal Museum. This museum tells the story of the great initiative, courage, and sacrifice in building and operating the Newfoundland Railway and Coastal Service. This has a 118-year-old building. The railroad history in Newfoundland is about much more than transportation. The museum captures the drama of the men who went into the unknown wilderness. It was these men's job to tame the harsh conditions to build the railroad lines. The museum captures the whole history of the island over the last couple of centuries and does so in a compelling way. There are fascinating written historical displays and photographs. You can see a large room full of details and memorabilia with full-scale exhibits of a train's mailroom and a dining car. There are also World War I and World War II exhibits on location. Now that we've talked about how transportation occurred in Canada through the use of the rail car, we'll also visit the North Atlantic Aviation Museum. And this is conveniently located on the Trans-Canada Highway in Gander, Newfoundland. The property is located immediately adjacent and connected by a walking trail. Its doors opened in 1996 and is dedicated to preserving and presenting stories and artifacts highlighting Gander's role in the development of the transatlantic aviation. The exhibit covers the periods from 1935 to 2001 and provides a narrative of Gander's short but fascinating history. Here you can learn about Gander's role in a substantive strategic base during World War II, how the town earned the nickname Crossroads of the World, why Gander was known through the Eastern Bloc, and finally, hear the story of Gander's unexpected role in the days following 9/11. So these 5 places will give you a great history of Canada and also see what physical landscape of Canada is through these geological formations at the national parks. So if you are looking to travel to Canada, definitely check out these spots. Thank you again for watching. Again, my name's Carter. This is Atypical Vagabond. If you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, please do so. If you liked what you've seen, hit the thumbs up, and until then, I'll see you next Saturday.